Hi, we're the Weasley sisters. This is episode 85, and I'm Jessica, aka Naturally Nitty.
And I am Allena, aka Starnets. Today is October 1st, so we have a planning podcast for you, but we need to recap last month. So hang on, and we'll get going.
Yes. All right.
So, Mojo, anything?
I didn't finish anything because I'd finished it last time, I believe. Well, I wove an ends to some market bags, but you already saw those. Um, but I handed out in all my classes yesterday, so that was good. That's it, though.
That's cool. I didn't have anything finished. I turned in a lot of partials.
That's a
So,
bummer.
with that, let's just go straight on to works in progress. What are you working on, Jessica?
On the 28th, we were allowed to start our order missions. You didn't start yours yet?
No.
um, so I started mine. I'm using my giant mashup.
Oh, that looks really good.
And I'm doing the effortless cardigan on Ravelry by someone. I don't even know. But it's like a top-down, easy. I'm on my third skein right now, and I've already separated for the sleeves by Hannah Fetting and Knitbot. Anyways, let's see if I could. Oh, there's not really a good picture on this one. I didn't print the front page of the pattern because I saved on ink. But yeah, so I started that, and I've been doing that pretty hardcore since whatever the 28th was. Was that Saturday? I forget what day it was. Friday?
I don't know.
Whatever
I'm just
day.
shaking my head at myself.
I was earburned
So
to the Order the Phoenix thread, and it said I could go, so I started. And ever since then, that's all I've been doing. So yeah, so I mean, a good amount of knitting done on that. It's flying by. But I figure now that it's the first, I will be starting other things, and I won't have as much time. So that was my plan, to like cram as much in. I also was knitting on my Newt, which is the Pomme de Pin cardigan. I have it double bagged here. I realized I was at like 14 inches because I was like going like crazy on that too. I laid it out flat. It's hard to lay out flat because it's I have it on 24-inch needles, so it's all like crammed in there, but this is like the back and the fronts. So I like spread it out to like look at it one day, and I noticed that by the side seam where there's like a column of knit stitches that kind of goes in and out like this. That I had added, or I think I just didn't knit a yarn over, and then I added in a whole nother repeat. So it was like 8 stitches extra, and it like went off diagonally, and I was just not happy with it. So I had to rip out 8 inches of lace. So now, instead of being at 14 inches, I'm back to like, I don't know, maybe 10. So I'm sad. I'm still kind of ahead of the game. I have to have it up to the underarms by the end of the month. Which doesn't seem right. Maybe it is. I don't know. I forget. Maybe I'll have to look and see what I said was my 70%. Either way, it's going. I'm happy I ripped it out because I wouldn't have been okay with it, but it is what it is. On a happy note, when I did that, when I ripped it out, see this cute little ball?
Yeah.
I got to use my Nastia pine from Picasha, her shop. It was way cool. So you just sit there and wind it, and you just turn it in your hand as you go, and it like seriously makes the most perfect center pull ball. Only I didn't make mine center pull because it was connected to the other part of the sweater. But I loved it. I'm gonna use it a lot more often now. That's it.
Okay.
For me.
So for my works in progress, I'm still working on this baby sweater. And it's now my detention project. I turned it in for partial points.
Yeah.
But the baby shower is on Saturday.
There you go. We got like almost a week.
Almost. So, yeah. Well, and I'm right at the part where you separate for the sleeves.
Yeah.
I'm like so far behind. Like I haven't even started my order mission. I think I've bitten off more than I can chew this term. I was aiming for the Order of the First Class, Order of the Serpent First Class.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen because I turned in 3 classes and 2 partials. Who knows where that 6th class went? So, but I was working really hard at getting my newt to 50%. Ow! And it was. I just totally hurt myself. So, it looks really cool. I'm going to show you in portions. I still have to sew in a events, but that was not part of my 50%, so.
That's good.
Sorry. So here's the first part, and the big ones count as 4, and then here's some more. So I have like 4 rows now.
That's awesome.
And then here's another big one. And there's some more. It's turning out really cool. Like, when I have it laid out, it looks really cool.
I like it.
And those cold mornings when I'm working on it, it's really nice on my, like, to cover. And then I have this one. So, yeah, 50%.
Woo.
It doesn't look like much, but that is 339 grams. So, multiply that by 4 and you'll know how many yards that is.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. Yeah. So that was, like, my goal. I'm multiplying that by 4 right now. So that's 1,356 yards. So, my goal now is to do like 2 or 3 squares a day at the beginning of the week and just get ahead when I have time. Because if I consistently do 2 to 3 squares a day, I'll definitely be on time for my 75%
Okay.
and everything. But like knitting on size 2 with sock yarn sucks.
It takes forever.
This is like taking forever. But yeah, it's not a problem. Like it's now like really big. Like I have to roll it up and shove it into this to work on it because I'm using it for my cardio knitting.
Yeah.
But I think I need a bigger bag, or I will soon enough.
Question.
So that's what I'm working on, knit and crochet wise.
What was your order mission gonna be? I forgot.
It's a sweater. The Shalom cardigan.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I just have to start it. Today is my catch-up day. Today is like my get everything organized because I was crazy up late last night doing the newt and turning in everything. So today is my catch-up day. Like I'm doing all the stuff that I needed to do for other things and catching up and trying to hopefully finish this for detention. So.
Go, Allena. You can do it.
So I will hopefully, I hopefully will get able to start my order mission soon. And I think it'll be nice because I won't be knitting on 2s. I will be knitting on like 8 or 9s.
I know, I'm using 8s for this, and I'm like, whee, it's going so fast. Because my newt is on, I think 4s. Which isn't as small as a 2, but still. And it's not lace.
So, yeah.
All right.
Those are my works in progress. So, up next,
spinning.
You spin me right round.
I'm still working on. I'll go. I'm still working on my quick quotes quill fiber. Um,
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing that for Quidditch, so I'm aiming for more than 500 yards. What else do I have? Oh, see all this lovely roving behind me?
Yes.
I dyed it all. I'm gonna make roll legs.
Cool.
Yeah. It took forever to dry though. I put it outside, and then forgot about it overnight. So then in the morning, like we had like mega dew. They were like dripping wet again. Like I didn't even like do anything to them. I like was squeezing them out and it was like just pouring out water. So it took like a good 3 days to dry. I left it out the next day. So it was day 2 and they were like still kind of damp. So then I brought it into the garage overnight and that still didn't do anything. So then I brought them down in the basement to dry and now they finally are. So I can start making some roll legs. I would really like to get them up in my shop now. But it's so hard because they're so pretty and I just want to spin them when I make them. But that's it.
Yes. You're not allowed to spin them.
I have to make some for our cardio challenge. Do you have spinning?
Yeah, I'm still working on my hydrangea roving, and I turned it in for partial credit. I'm such an idiot. I should have not, and I should have just kept spinning it for Quidditch. I totally didn't think about that last night. Can you go delete
it? Did they mark you on it?
What? I don't know.
Just go delete it out of the thread. Be like, oops, I forgot. This isn't for this class.
I don't know. Well, I turned it in for partial. Well, I have it split in half, so maybe I'll ply half and then spin the other half. Because I'm trying for sock yarn, so I want at least 200 yards of a 3-ply, so that's 600 yards.
Yeah, well then do that. There you go.
So I might like just ply up half for detention, and then spin the other half for Quidditch. If I get the yardage I want, I don't know. I'm all pessimistic. I'm Miss Pessimist. Just call me Miss Pessimist the rest of the term because I can't do anything, it seems like.
Miss Pessimist.
At all. I'm so depressed. Like, so far behind. That's all I have for spinning, though.
Alright, so on to sewing. You go.
Yes. I do have a lot of sewing. I turned in 36 bags, but actually there was more because some of them I had doubles and some of them I just didn't take pictures of because I've been sewing for the Indie Knit and Spin in Pittsburgh, so I'm not like taking pictures of everything. I'm just sewing.
Right.
So that's why
Sorry.
I'm been behind with my classes because I'm kind of concentrating on. So, did you hear myself?
I'm sorry.
I changed it from the Harry Potter thing, so it now says totally awesome. And it's really funny because I was at Joann's getting fabric for a special order, and I have coupons on my phone, so I gave it to them so they would scan it, and the guy's like looking at it, and he was typing it in because it wouldn't scan because their scanner was broken.
Yeah.
And he's like, and it started going off, and it was like totally awesome, and he's like, oh, why thank you, I think I'm totally awesome too, and I was like laughing. It was so funny. I was laughing so hard.
That is funny.
So anyways, back to sewing. So I was able to turn those in for class, so I don't feel as bad, but I'm still kind of like knitting and crochet bad.
Yeah, I hear you.
This past month, so.
You got priorities, though.
Okay.
You gotta get your
Next
stuff.
up, we have gym. Today's October 1st. Yeah.
Okay.
So today, October 1st, the Star Cardio Knitting Challenge. We have about 8 or 9 people signed up, and we have people who've picked their prizes and set their goals and all that stuff.
Yes.
So, get cardio knitting.
And people can still join, right? Or are you setting
Yeah,
a cap?
I think so. Should we have a cutoff for that?
No.
Do you think we should have a cutoff for that?
No, because you're doing it week to week, more or less.
Right. Now, what we're going to talk about right now is, I have my computer over here, which is why I keep looking over here. Stealing. We're going to talk about stealing. So, here's the thing. You are setting yourself a weekly goal, and I want you to set it attainable. You, as in our watchers, and you.
I'm like, I am.
So it needs to be attainable. So look at what you were doing last week and make it a baby step higher, because we are trying to make this a habit of working out, right?
Right.
So, set your goals weekly. Each week we're going to check in and set our new goals for the next week and say if we reached our goal for the past week. If we don't reach our goal for the past week, our prize is up for grabs.
Boom.
So, someone who has reached their goal decides they want the other prize, they can say, I'm going to switch my prize because you didn't reach your goal. We're trying to make you stay on
Boom.
card.
Very cool.
Could get stolen. Boom. So, yeah. Does that sound cool or what? And people are going to try to be nice and go, oh, well, that's so-and-so's prize.
No.
But I'm sure after all the prizes came in and as they got claimed, you're going to be like, I want to reach that. I want to get that prize now. If you reach your goal and someone hasn't, they can steal your prize.
If you don't reach it.
So you can upgrade. You can't get 2 prizes. You just get the other prize, and they will get your prize.
It's kind of like a white elephant gift exchange.
Yeah,
where you
so
can
they
steal.
can steal it. Yeah.
And then someone else takes yours. All right. So, in going with that, I cardio knitted today. Go me.
Yay, me too.
That's it.
Okay, that's cool. So instead of randomness, we're going to go on to the classes.
Okay.
So, a little advanced studies talk. October 31st, your 75% of your newt is due. October 31st, your 50% of your owl is due. And, of course, there's Quidditch. And to know all about Quidditch right now, you can go through November 4th, I think it is. You're doing your get to know your position.
I believe it's 5th.
Or explore the positions. Well, yeah. So sometime in early November, you have to turn in those projects by early November. But starting October 4th is, or October 10th is the pre-match, through October 19th is pre-match jitters. And
then we don't have anything till November.
Yeah.
Well, except for the explore your positions. That goes on through October.
Yeah.
Which you already said.
Okay. So, our first class, they changed classes to be more like Harry Potter's first or second year.
Mm-hmm.
So we have astronomy.
Okay.
It's a required class for all students.
Okay, so you
astronomy.
have... Oh, are you going? Go ahead.
You can go. That's fine.
I thought you were pointing to me, so I was going to...
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So you're looking at the stars. I read through the thing. I forget. Anyways, So you have three options. Study the penumbral eclipse. Craft something containing only one light and one dark color, or make use of tonal gradients. Alternatively, you can craft a spherical or circular item, but we will be accepting true spheres or flat circles only, rather than items that is simply to knit in the round. Not skimpy. Option 2. Study the Dracnoid meteor shower or the
Rhinoid?
Orionoids meteor shower by doing independent study of the constellations Draco and Orion that showers will radiate from and returning with something you have crafted based on your research. Option 3. Craft the meteor showers themselves by dyeing, spinning, or using a yarn that contains speckles of color. Alternatively, you may represent the many parts of a meteor shower by crafting multiples of the same item. These multiples of 3 or more can be different sizes, colors, or shapes, so long as they are clearly a group of the same thing, such as mini socks, tree ornaments, skeins, blanket squares for the same blanket. Yeah?
I have no idea what to do for that class. I thought maybe I would look. Actually, no, I just lied. I have a loop or two loop bats,
Okay.
and they have sparkles in them, so I might spin that.
Would that work? For number 2, maybe? Or 3? I guess 3, that would work.
No, number 3.
Okay. No, that works. I didn't really have any ideas for this one. But
Or, yeah, number 2, because of the loop back, because they're kind of like central. Oh, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not over planning because I suck at this lately.
Yeah. All right.
But, like, if you had, like, a ball or something for, like, to make for your, like, a kid or cats or dogs, you could knit a ball for option 1.
Yeah. Or a flat circle, you could make like a round pot holder or washcloth or dishcloth or something easy like that if that's what you're going for.
Or a round shawl.
Well, it has to be a circle. Oh, you mean like a whole circular shawl?
Yeah, like the ones from the inside out.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could. Okay.
We kind of suck at the ideas for that one. So next up is charms.
Me too.
For your homework, you're supposed to craft an item with a complex pattern or form, advanced stitch patterning, color work, intensive dyeing, or spinning process. How complex is complex? They want you to make something that requires your close attention because you're focusing on the charms, the basic charms.
Yeah. Because your words mean things. Like you
I
can't.
had nothing for that class too.
Well, I was gonna say I might try to spin sock yarn, because with sock yarn you want it all to be, you don't want it thick and you want it all the same wraps per inch or whatever. And I find like spinning finer like that and wanting it to be even, I have to take a lot more time. Plus, I want to give it as a swap gift. That's all I'm going to say about that. Would that, you think that would work? Like, because you have to like pay attention to it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
More so than just spinning chunky.
Sock yarn for last month, and I still
Yeah.
haven't finished. So it takes a long time, and it takes a lot of concentration.
That's what I was thinking.
So.
All right. So, I mean, but you could do other things too, like lace socks or shawls or whatever. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Defense Against the Dark Arts was on vampires and zombies. Option 1, skin color is one of the main identifiers of both vampires and zombies. So craft or spin something in gray for zombie skin, or white for vampire skin, or black for vampire eyes to represent this. No other colors can be included because we don't want to spread the confusion. I find that funny. All right, number 2. Vampires suck blood by biting you in the neck. Really? In case you get a little too close in your studies, craft something to protect your neck from vampire bites. Or fangs. Sorry. Option 3. In the spirit of Muggle Halloween tradition, craft a part or all of a zombie or vampire costume. Non-Rav crafts are considered for this option only and must receive prior approval. So, if you want to sew or whatnot, contact your professors. I was thinking some sort of like...
This is a fun class.
It is. I was thinking some sort of like scarfy thing for option 2. Also for a swap gift. But that's all I'm saying. I'm in a couple swaps and I just started a spreadsheet that I need to like figure out what I want to make for each one and stuff. But that's a possibility.
I need that same set spreadsheet because I too have a few swaps I need to craft for.
Yeah. And just get, my ideas out, like I want to do this and this and this for this person. So.
I was actually thinking that's a good idea. I was thinking maybe some sort of scarf type of thing for this class. Yeah. Also for my swaps. But there's a really cool brain hat pattern.
Yes.
That you could knit for this.
That would be kind of funny.
Have you ever seen it?
No. Well,
it's
maybe.
It's like a hat, and then you knit like at least 36 feet per hemisphere for the brain of I-cord, and then you sew it on.
No. I hate I-cord. Like, with a passion.
I think
it would look cool, but no. Our videos all wacky.
Did you hear what I said?
No, our video's all wacky. Out. There we go. You were frozen on me for a minute. Repeat.
Okay. So that hat, you have to knit like 36 or 24 to 36 per hemisphere for each side. I had a lady at my church ask me if I could make 9 of them for December because she does like some robotics group, and they named themselves the Brain something.
Okay.
And they wanted brain hats. And I was like, no. I was like, you know how long that takes to knit? No.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I was like, it would be like $45 a hat if I ever did that. And I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, no.
But she was like, okay, I just thought I would ask. Okay. But, if you're making a brain hat, now's your time to make it.
Right.
Next up, we have flying. And I just went too far down on my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to pick your broom and craft for your speed. So, if you'd like a Nimbus 2000, show us how fast you are. Use a fast dyeing or spinning technique. Craft an item that takes practically no time at all for you. Or craft something longer than it is wide to show how far you can fly. Not limited to rectangles, please. Option 2. Is your broom a clean sweep? 7. They are fast enough to corner, but not so fast that you'll skid. Sometimes you've got to slow down to get around the corners. Craft an item with 4 or more corners to show you've mastered this important flying skill. Or, do you have a Comet 260? Slow and steady wins the race. What crafting techniques are slow for you? Fancy trying some sun-dyeing? Are you all thumbs about spindle spinning? Or you can't count crochet? Or you don't get continental knitting? Show us how you've tried and conquered your slow-flying crafting. Non-Ravelry crafts will be accepted with prior approval.
Ooh.
So, I'm sewing for this month to get ready for next month's show. So I'm going to see if I can have approval to sew my bags because those obviously have 4 corners. Sometimes more. So I have to ask.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I might have to do that. I was originally thinking of spinning some chunky yarn because if I try to, I can, or maybe even like bulky, but like go like, you know, just really fast. And get it done in a day or 2. That was my original thought.
That would be a good one. You could also, like...
Well, you could do lots of things. There, we cut out again.
It seems really simple, but it does take almost a whole day.
What does?
You know, like, I don't know, maybe I just am bad at it, dyeing.
Oh.
For it to take... It takes a little bit longer than fast. If that makes sense.
Well, not if you do, like, a solid color.
Yeah.
Put it on there, throw it in, and then just let it sit.
Alright.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll do some more dyeing. Ooh, I'm gonna... Well, I can't write it in right now. Sorry. Alright, so... Next up, we have herbology. Group 1 is plant and tend a pumpkin. Use colors traditionally associated with autumn and pumpkin patches like orange and brown and yellow and red, etc. Photographic comparisons of your items and an actual pumpkin or pumpkin patch may earn you bonus points. Group 2, charm a giant pumpkin. With so little time left, we're going to need to cheat a bit. Rather than growing the pumpkins to monumental size the old-fashioned way with sunlight and time, we're going to use the Engorgio charm. To speed up this process, make something especially large, like a felted tote or an extremely long scarf. Spin large yarn, bulky or super bulky, or show us a smaller and larger specimen of the same object. 1 mini sock and 1 regular size sock, 1 baby hat and 1 adult hat, etc. To show us how hard you have practiced. And group 3, carve the jack-o'-lantern. Practice your jack-o'-lantern carving skills by creating something with the face. This could be something obvious like Argamini. How do you say that? Argamini.
Amigurumi?
Why do I can never say that word? Anyways, or something with more stubble, like a ski cap with a colorwork mousse on it. If you can show us a face, it's good, or you're good to go. I was thinking of either spinning, or I need to do more market bags. I only finished 3 last month, and I need at least 7 for Christmas gifts. So I was thinking I would spin and do it in red. Make a market bag and knit it in red. That's it. Amigurumi.
This is a fun class. I have no idea what to make for it, though.
It is a fun class.
So, I was thinking maybe I don't like orange, so I don't have a lot of orange
Or red or brown, like
here.
fall colors. Don't you have any roving that's like
Yeah,
fallish?
I
Spin one.
might. I'd have to go look.
Or just spin bulky yarn. It doesn't have to be red. That no, that group number 2 just has to be bulky yarn.
Yeah, but I am also of the non-bulky flavoring of person.
They're fun for hats or scarves or cowls
Yeah, I guess I could try my
or
long draw
looking
and do it
pretty.
that way.
All
Maybe
right.
I'll spin.
I don't know. There's lots of options there. I think it's cool.
Mm. Next up is History of Magic. Option 1, Under the Sea. Craft a creature or representation of sea life. Spinners and dyers use ocean fish colors or methods inspired by sea creatures. Option 2, protect something from a concussion, maybe a hat or a blanket to wrap around your head. Option 3, something goofy, anything you think is odd or funny. The object of this option is to sell it. So for this, I think I'm going to do a baby hat. I hope. If I finish this sweater, I was thinking I would make a baby hat to match with the leftover yarn and turn it in for that class.
Cute. I was thinking another market bag in sea creature colors or blue or green or something. I don't know. I'm not much help this month. I'm sorry.
Um, yeah, I think this is a fun class too. Like, did you read the description of the guy they were talking about? It was really funny.
Yeah, it was cool. And then they said if you could combine all 3 things, I forget what they said. I don't know if there'd be bonus points or something, but
Oh, I didn't see
like the
that.
person to combine all 3 options and make like some funky hat that's funny and has sea creatures on it or something. I don't know. I don't know if they not a prize, but like I don't know.
You could make a hat octopus thing. You know that octopus, that cool octopus, and put it on your hat and put it on your head, and you're good to go. I don't
That
know
would
where
be
you
cool.
would wear it.
Outside. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. On to potions. Um, so option A is to bewitch the mind and ensnare the senses. Craft something alluring, bewitching, and something that draws people in to its beauty or complexity. Option B, bottle fame, brew glory. Craft something that stands out that cannot be missed. C, put a stopper in death. Craft something dark or that represents something deadly. Explain your deadly thing, but beware that Professor Katykins is deadly afraid of spiders and would request that you keep them out of the potions lab classroom. Um, so that's fun. I was thinking of doing option B and making a red market bag again because I'm fun like that. But you can do all sorts of cool things.
I was actually thinking of spinning something. Yeah, because when you spin, people are like drawn in, and
It's
if
true.
you wear something that's made from hand knit or hand spun, they're like interested in it. At least I've noticed that.
Yeah,
So I was thinking maybe that.
that would work.
I have some Malibu go.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the class before, that pulled out last month because I was going to make Bella mittens. Not Bella, my daughter, but Bella from Twilight. And I have, it's like chunky yarn, and then it's that cable pattern.
Yeah.
I was going to make those. I have it pulled out, so maybe I'll make that for the last class because I wanted to make them to wear. And it's going to start getting cold here soon. So that would work for sea creatures because they're like, it's like sea creature. Like, I like green and blue, so a lot of my yarns are those colors, sea creature colors.
Very cool.
But anyways, back to potions. Yeah, I was thinking of spinning something, and it could probably fit in any of them, depending on what color I go with.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad.
Sorry, we're not much help today.
No, well, there's like certain things I want to make, and I'm glad I can be able to fit them in. Because I first read over them and put my ideas in, and most of it was just to spin for everything. And then I was like, no, wait, I need to make these market bags. So, like, I went over them again, and I was like, all right, well, I could fit it in here, and I could fit it in there. But
Well, and I have some swaps I need to craft for, so I should probably sit down and really seriously think about what I'm making
yeah,
for that.
I'm probably spinning for both of my people and knitting something for one of them too. We didn't get to that yet, so you can go on to transfiguration.
Next up we have transfiguration. Option 1, basically you're focusing on the new spells Harry learns in the first book.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one was the switching spell. Find an item that is worn, an incorrect size or color. Knit, crochet, spin, weave, or dye a replacement. The pair rules for things like gloves and socks and mittens do apply, so you still need to make 2. For all these crafts, they ask that you show the item you're switching. It doesn't have to be the same pattern. There's more information in the FAQs. We'll go over those after. Option 2, turn your mouse into a snuff box. Use any Ravelry-approved craft to turn mousy or dull-colored yarn into fiber into bright and colorful projects. Use beads, fire star dye, bright colored yarn, etc., along with your dull colored yarn to transform it into something fantastic. Option 3, match into a needle. Prove that your needle isn't about to light something on fire. Use a non-Ravelry craft involving a metal needle to show the durability of your spell. The FAQ list will have the approved methods. So, for FAQ, for option 1, which is the switching, the item does not need to be the same pattern, but it must be the same item. So it doesn't have to be the same sock pattern, it just has to be a sock.
Right.
They can be Dobby socks or different sizes, but there has to be 2 socks. Yeah, so that's what that one. Dyers. For option 1, this does not mean over dyeing a skein of yarn. For option 1. Now, for option 2, can they use a color other than the normal mouse brown as their dull colored item? Yes. Any neutral color will do. Black, white, cream, tan. Mice come in all sorts of neutrals and combinations of neutrals. How colorful is colorful? If we want to use a neutral color with our colorful yarn, is there a certain percentage you're looking for? They consider any color that is not neutral colorful. Any color on the Roy G. Biv color spectrum is a good place to start, but you can also use tints, shades, and combinations as long as you like. As long as they can see that this is clearly colorful, you're good. Option 3's facts. Non-Ravelry approved crafts to use to show your needle making proficiency. Tatting, hand sewing, machine sewing, needlepoint, and cross stitch. If you have another non-Ravelry approved craft that involves a metal needle that is not on this list, or if you're unsure of if your project falls into this category, please ask. I'm going to be sewing for my show.
I'm gonna sew.
That's what I'm doing. Because when they said that using a needle, non-Ravelry approved, I was like, woo! I don't even have to ask for if it's allowed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna sew a few things too. So I'm excited.
Cool. But I was thinking for option 2, you could over dye a brown.
You could.
Or neutral color, right? To make it pretty.
You could.
So, yeah. But that's all. I am sorry that I was not very helpful.
I know, me too.
And I hope this is recorded okay because our internet has been weird.
Yeah, and it was cutting out. I'm hoping it's okay. If not, you're gonna have to deal with it.
If not, we'll have to read.
Oh. All right.
All right. Well, I hope you guys craft a whole lot better than I did this last month. And join our cardio knitting challenge. And we hope you come back next week.
Yes. Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye.